Welcome to Survivor NSFW. Oh my God, Jonny Fairplay. 3 awesome things to celebrate tonight. Number 1, your 45th birthday is today. Happy birthday, my friend.
Thank you. And I thought we agreed that you were gonna lie and say 25, or I would even accept at this point 35. So you're the worst friend ever, and I wish the flu upon you.
Dude, I tell you what,
Too late.
This is the first time. 1 week ago, we were supposed to do this watch along, and I came home and I got really sick with the flu, and I've been in my bed ever since. I've actually watched the entire Survivor Token Chains season, and I have like 2 episodes left of Heroes versus Villains. So wow. I'm ecstatic about feeling better, and I'm also ecstatic. One of my favorite dudes on the planet tonight doing the watch along with us, Michael Snow. How you doing, my brother?
Hello, boys. How are you?
Wonderful.
Happy birthday, Jonny.
Thank you. I gotta say, Snow, I don't think you've aged since Survivor Caramoan, and you might be one of the best looking guests we've ever had on the Survivor watch line. If I had, I mean, like Dara, you know, she's hot. Sandra, Andrew Savage, he's the Paul Newman of Survivor. Burton Roberts, wow. But you're right. I have you on par with Burton Roberts in my attractive Survivor Castaway watch along list. So
Matt, did you say that to everybody?
I don't know.
I'm beginning to think Jonny is bi-curious.
Well, I'm getting old now, so my options on the female side are limiting. So.
Well, Jonny, you do look good with your new haircut. You do look pretty.
Thank you. Before we start, quickly, because these Survivor episodes they can run 18 hours if you're Matt Bischoff locked in a room with the flu. We're probably just going to do the 42-minute version. What have you been up to since Survivor Caramoan?
Jesus Christ.
Well, the Cliff Notes version.
Well, I'm really bad with time. How long has it been, Matt? About 5 years?
It aired in 2013, so it's been 7 years since we filmed this May.
Ooh, Lord. I still live here in New York City. I live in Astoria, Queens now with my partner, and I'm still, I produce meetings, and I'm a baker. That's a new thing in my life. I'm a bread baker, and I'm trying to turn my life from being a boring-ass producer into a baker. I'm trying to open a bakery. So that's what I do.
I actually cut my finger one time making bread, and I got a yeast infection. Thank you. That's it. I'm tapping out. See you guys next week.
Good night. See you in episode 5.
So did Dawn ever send you some of her loaves?
She did. She did. Yeah. She sent me a loaf, during when the show was airing many years ago.
Yeah, I remember. I think when I got it, it might have been like stale or something. I might have just tossed it in the garbage and said thank you. No, but yeah, she did send. So did that inspire you to become a baker, Michael?
I will say that I have a few muses bread muses, and Dawn is one of them. Like, I remember talking to her about bread when we were out there laying on the beach and stuff. And she'd talk about how she used to bake. She has like 6 kids. She's like, I wake up every morning and I go downstairs at like 3 a.m. and I bake bread for the kids. What? And I was always like, wow, okay. And so she was one of the people when I first started getting interested in bread. We started chatting again and talking about that. So she gave me some advice and everything.
I can imagine my heyday, like me and Dawn on the beach, her going, I'd wake up at 3 and I'd bake, like, yeah, I'd be coming home and coming down from something around
yes. You like high five her on the way in as she's headed out.
Yeah, all right. I'm sure we got two more things waiting for me. Let's go. So yeah, good times.
I've gotten on with Dawn pretty well. She's very different than myself, and I'm going to assume very different than you, but she appreciates people who are very different. She really gets a kick out of meeting all kinds of different people. So
Cool.
she's
Yeah.
cool lady.
I like, from what I mean, she was a favorite, so she had been on before. I liked her the last time I saw her. So I will be learning more about Dawn as we continue this journey of the Castaway Watch Along here on watching Survivor Caramoan. But without any further ado, Snowy, are you ready?
I'm ready, guys. I have not watched this since it aired, so I'm really interested to see what I remember.
Yes.
That means you've watched it one more time than me. So that should be... I am the worst co-host / friend ever in the history of Survivor NSFW. So here we go. All right. What you need to do is you go to the cbs.com/survivor or Hulu or Amazon or wherever you watch these. If you illegally watch it, it's okay. I'm not telling. Don't illegally watch ours, but I don't care what you do on their dime. But the episode is called Kill or Be Killed, and I'm going to count you down and go 3, 2, 1, play. When I say play, you press play, and here we go. 3, 2, 1, play. Previously on Survivor. These assholes here, they're the fans, and they're looking at each other, and there is Bradley Cooper, but that's not really Bradley Cooper. He's talking. There's the camouflage dude. Hey, there's Snowy. There's some chick we'll never see again. There's Matt. We just missed Sandra Bullock. There's the camouflage guy. He's probably going to quit. He's talking about quitting. He's not talking about quitting. Oh, there's Matt, and there's the camouflage guy. There's Sandra Bullock. She's trying to keep the bus from slowing down or not slowing down to 55. I don't know. This is a very confusing episode. There's the fans tribe. He's working out, so he should be good to go in whatever challenge. There's Andrea. She's pretending not to know anybody and trying to hook up on Twitter somehow. There's Cochran. He's getting his early winter edit. That's nice. There's Malcolm. No one knows anything about him. Hence, Corinne is trying to hook up with him. She'll learn her lesson later. Here is people swimming out and doing things. There's someone throwing something. His name might be Eddie. I'm not sure. I don't think he's that memorable a player. Okay, we're back to the fans tribe, and there's Bradley Cooper going, I'm not fucking Lady Gaga, but maybe I am. This chick's going, I don't have a name. Bradley Cooper goes, all right, I am fucking Lady Gaga. And we're sitting here. I just saw the name Hope. Bradley Cooper doesn't look happy. And bam, we are live to now. Here we go. That girl's voted out. I don't even know if that was Hope or not.
Hope was Miss Missouri. Hope was a sweetheart. But I tell you what, when we got back to camp this night, Michael, these guys were not thrilled with us.
So Snowy, this is what, your 8th time of fucking these people over? It's like, hey, you just fucked us over, but can we make amends? Yes, and we're gonna go with you this time. Okay. Hey, you just fucked us over again.
Why they were so mad? I can't remember why they were so mad. Like, what were they mad about?
They were mad because they thought we were going to vote Shamar out. Reynolds and Eddie thought that you and I were with them somehow. And
you lied for the 3rd time to them.
Yes.
Not the first, not the second. This is now 3rd attempt of like, dude, we're trying to work with you.
Yeah.
Do you not understand I look like Bradley Cooper, who is not that good an actor at this point?
Yes,
they didn't really know how to play the game, apparently, is what I remember.
No.
I remember lying around after this, and somebody said, I think it was Reynolds, was just like, he or Eddie, like, you knew you were going to vote Allie or Hope out before you went into the tribal council, remember? And we were like, yes, that's how the whole game works, dude.
I know. Yeah. It's pathetic. And they're
well, this is the super fans that watch the show that, that they see the recruit / like the recruits, I think they have a problem with, but more so the actors those might be the worst of the Survivor. I don't think I qualify as a Mactor. I don't. I hope you guys don't. I mean, maybe. Maybe it's a compliment. Maybe I'm that good look. But usually there's a special brand of Survivor that has no clue of anything, and those Survivors, yes, they're pretty for your commercials when you start the season, but they usually don't bring it once the season starts.
No, not at all. So now, Philip,
What is that? What is that bridge thing behind him? What is that?
It's awesome.
There's like a pond or something. There's like a mini lake out behind the beach. It's really nice. Yeah.
You guys don't have that?
No.
Nope.
That's at the other beach.
Why is that okay? Like, it's just like, okay, they have it, you guys don't?
Yeah, because they got everything. We got shit.
Okay. Well, I mean, that makes it fair.
And
Wait.
I
I'm
believe it was like wasn't that fresh water, Michael? It wasn't salt water.
It was.
It was like a big lake, dude. You could swim
So
out there.
you just go get water? You could drink that water if you wanted to, or?
I don't know if you can drink it, but it was not salt water. I'm assuming. I don't think it was salt water because you could swim out onto these rocks and it was like a little swimming quarry, dude.
Can't you drink lake water? Or no?
You could.
No, I don't think you want
guess,
to drink lake water. But you
can't
could drink the water they gave you without boiling it anyways. The water in the well, the plastic well.
Yeah, because they put purification tabs in there.
But
whatever they put in it.
I was terrified. I would never do that. I would always be like, how the fuck do the returnees always have full canteens of water? And
Well,
we
hold
have
on real
nothing?
quick. Do you think Britt or what was it, Andrea? You think she pulled her little bottoms down a little bit extra,
Let's see. Oh,
I don't ever go back to her. I mean, I used to like her and like the whole trying to hook up with the guy in her building thing was a bit like it just screamed desperate to me. Do you remember like on Twitter, and like it's like a year ago, like Andrea was single and there's a guy in her building and she throws a party in her building just to get this guy to come, and then he finally comes and it turns out he has a girlfriend. It's like good. I
don't recall that, but
Michael's
Michael's hung out with that crew before, haven't you, Michael?
Have you hung out with the Wine and Cheese Club, Michael?
not really. I mean, I've gone over to Eliza's a couple of times.
That counts.
But I don't really go over there that often. I don't think I've been over in a couple of years.
Well, yeah, but you've been. Did you ever ask, like, on the Francesca situation, like they kind of had the numbers before the game even started with the Wine and Cheese Club with Andrea and Francesca and Cochran and like what the fuck happened?
Well, it all blew up, and that's why they were all kind of pissed at each other for a while afterwards. That was my understanding.
No, it continued after the fact.
Yeah, for a little while. Everyone got over it. Everyone's cool now.
Oh, I would never forgive.
Yeah.
I'm just one to hold a grudge. It's just.
Oh, this was really fun. This was fun.
This challenge was fun, and
Losing it was not fun, but
Oh, spoiler alert!
Jonny,
I was about to say, isn't it not to your
Jonny,
advantage to have
high level view? We lost everything. We
No,
fucking lost everything.
I think I've seen you guys win one thing so far.
That's it.
Okay, well,
So-
but isn't it to your detriment to have the 380-pound guy on your tribe?
Shamar.
No,
For this
he
challenge.
was great in challenges, though.
For this challenge.
He was.
Well,
but if you threw something, he got it. He could do everything. He was really athletic. He was was
Okay.
good.
But this challenge, it looks like you don't want a big person. Maybe we'll see.
No,
see.
yeah, and I know there's a Johnny's gonna fucking make fun of me on this because
Oh, I love it when Matt shits the bed on any challenge.
oh
So
yeah.
so far, Snowy, my favorite part is Francesca whooping Matt's ass. That has been the highlight of this season thus far. Of everything I've seen.
She
know.
took him to town.
Oh,
She threw him all over.
It was so great.
She is freaking strong. You guys got to admit.
She is.
I fully admit it.
But yes, I was very embarrassed at my first viewing party, knowing that was going to be aired on TV.
Oh, I would have skipped the first. Like it's just like we're starting with episode 2.
And these challenges, as you can see, like every challenge we did against the favorites, we were neck and neck. You know what I'm saying? They were pretty close. Whether we were losing at first or vice versa? I mean, they were fairly close, wouldn't you say, Michael?
Yeah, they were. We would always just lose at the end, like throwing some shit or something like that.
All right, so who's that girl walking across for the?
So Laura is in the yellow bathing suit.
Yeah, she's pretty roll tide.
Michael and I are holding
I
the deal.
I think Andrea's possibly cuter. I don't know. It's tough. So because I can't imagine this Laura chick doing desperate tweets trying to meet a guy in her building on Twitter.
No, Laura's cool. She's real cool.
All right, so right here, this part is where I feel like Shamar is not helping you.
Yeah.
Okay, and that, yep, I stand by that claim. I'm taking up all the room.
And we all had shoes on. And look at the favorites are barefooted.
Yeah, they were just smarter about all the challenges.
Yeah,
and
because they
everything.
knew.
This is.
So it's all Matt's fault. Look at here. Everyone's on but Matt.
Matt, we could have had some sandwiches.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
Matt, there you are. You son of a bitch.
Oh, now he's up there. How do you get up there 10 minutes later,
Hey,
Matt?
look, watch this. Shamar thought we won.
Oh, what an idiot.
So it does appear that I could not stand up in time.
Yeah, I feel it was all your fault. And like Snowy's sitting there going, "What's the lion's ever?" Is that I just read it on his face, and fucking Bradley Cooper sitting there going, "I'm gonna fucking cheat on my chick because Matt couldn't put his one fucking foot on the top of the board and had to fuck Lady Gaga."
But I do think that having Shamar in that challenge was bad for the challenge. I think if we would have...
I think if he had just stood up, I think he would have been fine. Like him taking up all the room was dumb.
Right.
Well,
Bad strategy.
Right.
oh, this is Tata.
Okay.
This is Tata.
Yeah.
That's the guy's name, Tata.
Did Tata come and did all right? So did you guys have survival school before you played Survivor?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did Tata teach you or no?
No.
Okay.
Nobody taught us anything, I don't think, really. We had a book.
Yeah.
Oh,
and the funny thing is, I remember at that house, Michael, it was no talking, but you and I were outside, like trying to weave palm fronds, and I remember you looking at me like, I don't know how the fuck to do this.
Come on, guys. There's no dude has ever weaved palm fronds other than Tata. I have a question. Do you guys know if Tata found his precious after this, or? What? I'm sorry. Was that bad of me to ask?
I wonder if Tata is still with us.
No way. Tata was 112 right here, obviously. Come on.
This dude.
Malcolm
just said that. Malcolm just said it's the Filipino Gollum.
Yeah.
Yes. No, I was sad when Tata died at the end of Empire Strikes Back, and then came back as a ghost, and then had the green lightsaber and spun around on the first one. So.
Yeah, their camp was having that lake would have been pretty cool, but their beach wasn't as good as ours.
No, well, Matt, unfortunately you weren't on that beach very long.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But that beach was really great to sleep on. Like it was after you left, the rain stopped.
That's nice.
The rain stopped, and I slept on that beach every night. It was really nice. It was
Matt was too busy doing the rain dance on the side of the podium instead of putting his last foot up there.
I know, right?
You too could have had
Matt.
Tata sitting there, building your shelter better and doing womanly. See, look there, her little strap, Andrea. Next time she does her little confessional, I feel that the bottom of that bikini's pulled down a little bit. It's just like, hey, just in case you guys are paying attention, a little extra airtime here. And this there's fucking Gollum part 2, fucking Cochran. He is not a pretty person, right? Am I like
Tata?
this Tattoo Part 2. John Cochran looks a little creepy to me. Maybe I'm wrong. I just don't like Cochran. I'm sorry. It's all me.
He doesn't. I like Cochran. He's all right.
All right, I'll take your word for it. I fucking with the chick from Sandra Bullock. Now I'm all over that. That's good stuff. So, all right. And Snowy almost impaled himself on the. You know what? As far as the event planning's going, Snowy, maybe you could. As far as event planning is going, maybe you could have planned on winning some more challenges.
Is that what it said? Event planning?
Event planner. That was
event planning.
Yes.
That's why we lost, because there was bad planning.
Yeah, you should have planned to win.
That's actually the truth.
Oh,
That's actually the truth. Nobody would listen to each other, and they were all yelling at each other when it came time to do the challenges.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully
everyone wanted to be the boss.
Hopefully next challenge, just like every challenge, Shamar is well rested.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to remember.
Shamar,
I think,
Shamar, I don't know if you guys noticed, but his finger is wrapped up here.
Oh.
Okay, on his right hand.
It doesn't look like it. It didn't look like it.
Yeah, it was infected or something, just like with his big finger or something.
So I was telling Johnny last time that basically Jeff Probst came out to our island. I know at least one occasion when Shamar was going to quit and talked him back into staying. So Shamar,
but we don't see this, right, Snowy? So after Probst leaves, we hear Shamar sounding the most intelligent he sounds the entire time on the island, and saying, I thought about the fact that Shamar needs to do this, and like the verbiage he's using, I'm just like, this motherfucker is quoting Probst.
Is this in the last episode?
Yes.
Yeah.
But he's saying the exact thing that Probst would have told him to stay in the game, and it's just like, this motherfucker became really eloquent all of a sudden. And I'm just like, but he didn't. he's just quoting Probst, who they didn't show saying those fucking words.
Oh, look, now his eye hurts. I see. Yeah.
Well, it's tough. I mean, I don't know, Snowy, if you've ever played Survivor, but it's not easy, because sometimes sometimes your finger can hurt, and other times your eye can hurt, and then you got to go.
But he didn't want to. He was hurting from day one, and he was on that. Bamboo the entire time he was there. I don't know how many days this is in. Is this like 8 days in or something?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Let's see what
it's
it
like
says.
A rain.
Yeah.
Day 9.
Night
9.
Yeah. He never left the shelter. The dude. I mean, he didn't really care about playing the game. Like half the people on our tribe, they're not fans, and they just literally there are rats everywhere.
Because of the storm, or just always?
Always.
Yeah, that beach had a lot of rats. Yeah.
I cannot deal with that.
Yeah, you lay down, you doze off to sleep, and you feel them on you.
Did it rain like every day?
First part of the game, it rained quite a bit. I don't know if it rained every day, Michael, but do you remember?
It rained for like the first couple weeks.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I'm actually seeing this shit for the first time in 7 years.
Yeah.
I think he's medicating, and he's going to have. I love it when they change from night vision to they use like a reference thing to like it's really cool, like the watching the show adapt to modern transitions and technology in the world of video editing. Like you see, like that was probably like one of the first times they instead of just like a jump cut to night to day, like they use like that leaf setting on fire. Yeah, it's like really, really. I mean, like, because you see it now on Edge of Extinction. Like to show the craziness that is going through Reem's mind on the island by herself. They're doing these crazy jump cuts, and that's just it's just like she's going crazy. Like we're showing you through through our through the way we're presenting it that there's craziness. Okay, so this is not Probst's first time visiting.
No, this is so Probst came a couple days before talking Shamar into staying when Shamar wanted to quit. Shamar wanted to quit the game. Yeah. Now this is the hero way out. The Marine, the Iraq War veteran.
So what I remember though is when they called us over, because they're holding us off, and when they call us over, Matt, I remember going like, "Oh, he's going home because of his finger," and they're like, "No, man, he's going home for his eye." I'm like, what's the matter with his eye?
Team player Michael Snow. Thank you very much.
So we were like,
you're not helping the narrative whatsoever, Snowy. You are aware. They're like, this motherfucker.
We were so glad he was going. That's for sure, man.
Yeah.
You could have done that via vote, though, and then the guys that you fucked over 3 times already wouldn't been so mad 2 nights ago.
That's true. That's totally understood. Yeah. But he was gonna go the next time.
Yeah, I just would. Sure. I mean, like I understand you guys. Like Matt and I talked about last episode. I understand you guys' concern with the 2 power couples. Bradley Cooper and Eddie and the 2 girls. But once you sent home one of the 2 girls, you kind of had them where you wanted them. And I really feel that the next vote being Shamar, I think you bring a harmony to your tribe that might have carried over into possibly winning. Maybe not. I mean, he's a big, strong motherfucker. I get it. You don't want to lose him. But I think that you guys, lack of harmony can really work against a tribe when it comes
totally 100% agree. But my mindset, what I remember at the time, though, was this, like, if Shamar applied himself to anything, we would have won. Like, if he applied himself to cutting, like, if he was given control of a challenge, we would have won. He was great in every challenge. And that's what I wanted from him, was, like, to win challenges, basically.
Never came.
No, it never came. Because we didn't have that harmony like you're talking about.
I think, A, you didn't have that harmony. And I think, B, once he got to any challenge he was at, I think he looked for the fucking loophole since he got there. Like, he saw the challenge. He was just like, oh, well, if I say this, then it ain't my fault. And then he's not giving up. Like he just looks like an excuse guy.
Well, he may be, but I tell you what, he gets evacuated right here for his eye.
Yeah.
But we find out later that his finger was very, very infected, and he stayed in the hospital more for his finger. If he wouldn't have got evacuated for his eye, it would have been his finger, because his finger was the worst problem. He got like a piece of a bamboo splinter kind of underneath his nail, and it got infected. So, yeah. I mean,
he was disrespectful and lazy, and I'm glad he's gone.
Yes.
Wow. I'm glad. What a hero's exit. I thought he sucked shit. See you later. And then Superman flew away. All right, so Snowy, where did you get the straw hat? I'm guessing Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, possibly Outer Banks of North Carolina. Where did you get your cool apparatus from?
I don't fucking know. Some shit box, probably.
Okay, just making sure. All right, Corinne is confused because she does date similar sometimes. So she's like, well, that's one off the list. There's a possible alliance down the drain.
The favorites looked like mega shocked that Shamar was gone. I'm surprised they actually even really gave a shit, honestly.
Well, no, I mean the biggest motherfucker in the game is now gone. You know.
Yeah.
So and the only reason that they won the last reward, because he took up the entire space, other than the fact that Matt wouldn't put his fucking foot on the fucking thing.
Well, I make up for it in this challenge.
Oh, here we go. This is the challenge I've been waiting for, Matt. This right here is why we made it to the finals of the Survivor NSFW cornhole tournament. Right here.
That's right. The thing is with this one, man, a lot of our players were pretty pathetic in this challenge. I think you did well, Michael, didn't you?
I'm a good swimmer, but I missed the thing the first time. I had to go up and get it again.
Yeah, and I think you weren't the only person to miss it. I think the girl.
I think everyone but you.
I hope so. You have no clue how bad I hope, Michael. This all makes me so happy. All right, here we go. Here's Eric. The ice cream scooper bit it pretty hard, but then again, so did Sandra Bullock.
Everybody wore their shoes in this. I don't understand why she's wearing her shoes. Like, you can't swim with shoes.
Nope. You can't. And I wore my shoes sometimes. I think I was like scared of like stepping on a sea creature or something dumb. But the fans
blew this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. So Eric the ice cream scooper just owned Sandra Bullock right there. When you're talking speed, Eric had it in spades. Did she miss it?
Whiff. She missed.
Oh.
Eddie's pissed.
So, Johnny, watch when my turn, watch when I swing. When I hit it, there's already a piece missing on it. You'll see.
Because it was your second go round?
Yeah.
Okay. Sandra Bullock. How old is Sandra Bullock right there?
She was mid-40s probably.
Wow.
I was like 38.
She's about my age, yeah.
Okay, because she's in my wheelhouse right now. All right, here we go. No, you're not wearing shoes, Matt. That's good.
Yeah, I wasn't wearing shoes. Yep.
Brenda schooled you for a little bit, and then she fell in. Oh, but she's kind of killing it in the water. And hey, there you go. You did it.
Oh yeah. Right, I was the only one to do it on the first try, which it's actually a pretty far jump.
It is. It's like 7 feet in front of you.
Yeah.
So
but she caught you.
Well, no, they lapped us. Like, they're one person ahead of us, dude. Like, at this time, because we suck so bad.
You guys both took off at the same time, and it looks like you caught a little bit of a lead, and then she caught up pretty quick. So,
so Eddie, Eddie's one of these guys. I mean, he's a fit guy. He's a firefighter. Eddie just complained about how hungry he was and wanting to eat food the whole time we were out there.
All right, so this is the NASCAR chick that's had like 4 seconds of airtime. Is that who that was or no?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so Malcolm is cheating like a motherfucker. He's like running beside tapping the tops of the thing and having that count. See, that's the difference between a returning player and a new player. Like, returning players know how to fucking cheat. So
they knew how to do everything better than us.
They're finding loopholes. Like when he fell off, he just kept running beside it, just tapping his hands on top, pretending to fucking glide, but he wasn't. It was
Michael's they're already working on their locks, and Michael still misses. Do they show it, Michael?
No, they don't show it missing.
Yeah, so Michael missed it.
So they used the angle that it was sideways, so you couldn't tell that part was missing.
Yep.
And you know what they told us too? There's little leapfrog things that we were supposed to run across. That it was supposed to actually work where you would run across them, but the tide was different, is what they told us. Someone told us after the fact that because of the tide of the ocean, made the challenge not work like it should have as far as running across those buoy things.
Yeah, that was the hardest part, was running across those things. Yeah, and this is where we got smoked.
Dude, the thing is, Reynolds would have dominated this challenge with this type of tossing these things if they didn't have a freaking 10-minute lead on us. Look at
This is so sad.
Jesus.
Look at him.
Philip Shepard looks like who is the big unit Randy Johnson? Is he doing his fucking big unit impression there? Fucking Nolan Ryan is rolling over in his grave. I don't even know if he's dead, but he. This is sad if Philip Shepard is single-handedly beating you.
Yeah, but
he had so much more time though.
oh, dude, he
Yeah.
had an
Well, no,
insane
I mean,
amount of time. We would have easily won this challenge.
If we didn't suck at the other part.
Right. Yep, you're exactly right. Look.
Oh my god, the fucking big the Randy Johnson wind-up is killing me.
Yeah.
I mean, did he get a sponsorship from Big League Chew after this?
See, I mean, Reynolds pretty much kicked ass, dude. Like to.
That fucking look. Wow.
I mean,
I hated it when Philip won something for them. It was like you never heard the end of it.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
but yeah, see, I mean, we almost came back from an extremely bad deficit.
Does Brandon have a Confederate flag tattooed on his chest?
It wouldn't. I wouldn't doubt it, dude.
I think he does, right there on the left chest. Wow.
He's got that skull in the center, and then.
Sure. Oh, look at Matt with his teeny beard. Teeny beard.
Teeny little beard.
His teeny little beard.
Oh my god, dude!
Matt hit puberty right after this. It was great.
Demoralizing.
The beard? I mean, you grew it out later. It was okay.
Jonny, he used to get sand fleas or whatever that was. We'd be sitting in the water and these like water fleas were jumping in and out of his beard, out of his dread.
Yeah. They're probably still fucking in there right
They're
now.
probably there.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh, look at your hair. You look like a wet dog.
Look at Eddie.
Eddie, I don't think voted for the person going out the entire time he played
Perfect.
Survivor.
So me and Michael now are going.
To
were
decide what the girls are going to vote.
Michael and I were constantly strategizing and playing this game. And the depressing thing is they don't show the half of it because of the bullshit drama between the Shamar and the Brandon Hance and the Phillip stuff. Wouldn't you say that's accurate, Michael?
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, Laura couldn't even swim.
She could barely stand up. She's
Yeah.
like a twig.
She is.
All right, well, here we go. We're seeing you guys are running the show. That's good. When did you stop DJing and producing as Moby, Michael? Was that
Just before I went out on the island, I just gave
or
it
just
right
before?
Up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you were good, not great, but I get it.
Thanks.
I would have stopped too. Oh, there's the hat.
You love that hat, huh,
I
John?
do love that. I have a similar hat somewhere. I don't wear it.
If I didn't have that hat, I would have died out there.
Yeah.
The thing is Michael and I were in a great position because even though we screwed Eddie and Reynolds over multiple times, those dudes still liked
They liked
Michael
us.
and I.
Yeah.
So if the circumstances were different, we could have worked with those guys and they would have been fine. And we knew they didn't even know how to play the game. You know what I mean?
So, Michael, have you ever given Reynolds the Bradley Cooper comparison in your head before, or is tonight a first?
No, this is the first time. I never.
Okay. But you're seeing it now, huh?
Yeah. No, it makes sense. As soon as you said it, I knew who you were talking about, of course.
Do you think he fucked Lady Gaga?
Reynolds?
Either.
Probably. I would say yes.
I would say both.
Yeah.
If I had to put money on it. All right. God. She looks like Sandra Bullock. Like this is like you got it's like the favorites versus the celebrities. You got Moby, Bradley Cooper,
Jesus.
Sandra Bullock, Wet Dog, something.
Wet Dog. Oh shit.
That chick looks like one of the girls from God, what was it? Big Love, one of the sister wives, probably 14 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, those.
You know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
She's an actress. She was
In
in
Mamma
The
Mia.
Firm. Yeah.
I mean, do you think we made the right move at this
Yes.
time? I do too.
Yeah, I mean, considering the future, it doesn't really fucking matter, you know.
Right.
But
Pretty anticlimactic if you think.
But
All
we-
right, so
you know-
you guys are voting out so who are you voting at? The NASCAR chick or
no, her, Laura.
Okay, so this chick. All right, so when the game started, Reynolds and Eddie had two girls that they were kind of chatting up.
Yep. Hope and Allie.
Who was that? Hope and Allie. So
which
this
are-
is
Hope and Allie.
either one.
Nope. Hope and Allie are out.
Both gone.
Yep. Both gone. Hope went out
Okay.
last time.
Yeah, so this is the girl that got the second least amount of airtime of anyone on the entire season,
Yeah,
other than
she's-
NASCAR chick.
Right. Laura's actually, she's smart.
She's smart. That's why I was cool with getting her out too.
Yeah, she was
Yeah.
actually one of the smartest people.
Was she
on
just
the
so
tribe.
quiet?
She was social. She wasn't
got
quite
no
like Julia.
airtime. No airtime.
Not really, because she wasn't around long enough, right?
Right.
But even while she was there, she got no airtime.
Yeah, well, that's the way it is with this whole season.
Yep. She got very little.
It's
You
like the
guys
season-
gave away so much airtime to Shamar, either sleeping or complaining.
Yeah, and
so
then
much.
and then it comes up to and then they give all the airtime to Brandon in the next
Oh, yeah.
episode, right?
I mean, you can't be crazy. Come on.
You called it. He's like, "What's it like with Shamar gone?" And I'm like, "That's less tension around camp."
You guys look pretty civil. Like the this last 8 minutes or so of camp life looked pretty good.
Well, looking back, Michael, I know you haven't watched probably this since it aired.
No.
So, watching, I think, last week's episode, I started getting really fucking pissed that you and I didn't vote out, just get fucking Shamar out.
Yeah. No, I understand that. It makes sense. I mean, when you look back like that, you
Yeah.
can say like, oh, it would have made life a lot easier. Maybe would have got along and maybe we would have had some unity for challenges or something. But,
Right.
what are you going to do, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
armchair quarterbacking. I mean,
Yeah,
So
yeah.
So, no, I and it's real easy for me to sit here like as I'm looking at this as a previous player. If I could just imagine being on the favorites tribe looking over, just like, what the fuck are they doing? It's just like they could have beat us. All they had to do was fucking just work together. But but it's so easy after the fact to learn the little stuff. I mean, going back and watching Pro Islands, we were a pretty harmonious tribe versus a tribe that had strife in it, and that strife, as I said, it doesn't matter how good your individual people are. If you guys aren't on the same page, it's hard to beat some people that are.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you guys are at the start of the game, and a fan. I feel a fan can never win a fans versus favorites. It's just there's too much against you guys. So it's not.
I totally agree.
It's not fair.
If we could have just drank water like they were drinking water on the other side, we would have had another advantage,
100%. It's crazy the advantages they had. And just being able to talk and have alliances going into the game versus us not knowing squat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, this was pretty cut cut and dry. Is Laura just raising her hand, going, "I'm here, guys. I can hear you."
I think she knows she's going home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, so like, what's her pitch? You know, how about
Loyalty.
Yeah, she just was hoping that we'd stick to the alliance
The
with
alliance,
her,
yeah.
you know, and not.
do you guys expect a tribe swap, or did you think they were gonna keep you guys together until the merge, or are you guys?
We were talking about it, and we kind of figured something was coming, right? We just never knew when, but we just had lost so many. It felt like we had been losing for like 9 days straight. So we were just like, we can't take any more chances, you know?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, especially Laura was just weak, period, but she's weak in the water, and you can see there's a lot of swimming water challenges. We're in the Philippines, and we knew there's going to be more of those, and we couldn't risk, you know, having Laura in the game.
And weak around camp. She couldn't do anything.
No.
She didn't do anything. She was, you know, just an alliance, just a vote. That's all she was.
Right.
What shoes are you wearing, Mike? Are you wearing Chucks?
I'm wearing Chucks, yeah.
Wow. How did those work out for you?
They had holes in them. They were full of sand the whole time.
Oh my God. What were you thinking?
We had other sneakers too. We had other shoes.
Oh, you had two pairs of shoes?
Yeah,
you had like your
competing shoes.
Okay. And then you had like what, lounge shoes?
Slippers. Yes.
Wow.
Jonny, I'd get back to camp and go, let me put on my slippers.
Yeah. What were your second shoes, Matt?
I had some like
Heels.
black DC shoes.
Heels.
Here's Reynolds.
Oh, I forgot he played in Idol. Yeah.
Oh, is this the last time he could play it?
Well, he's played two idols. Like he played one before,
The first episode,
and then
I
he
think.
found another one. So, which is
But
good that the
can he
idol is. No, he could have. He didn't have to play it at this tribal. He just thought he was going. He just thought he was going home. He's like, I don't
He didn't
believe these
practice that.
fucking guys. They just voted out.
These
Hope
guys have
Valley.
lied to me 3 fucking times in a row.
Yeah.
Yep.
See, now once again, you get rid of Shamar second, as you should. Reynolds not playing those idols, and he's possibly using them to save one of you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, the what ifs, dude, drives you insane.
But Jonny, when they do the swap, they don't do like a random swap. They have 2 buckets of things to choose from. It's like they made sure there was an even split of us and the favorites. So
Sure.
we were going to be a minority on every tribe we went on.
It didn't matter.
It didn't matter. So, you know, everybody would have been screwed, whoever lost.
Yeah, but that the first vote, Reynolds on your tribe, he uses that idol on you. You even the numbers.
Yeah.
But you burn through his fucking idols because you can't send home the guy that steals all of your airtime.
He gets another idol, though. Don't worry. He gets another one, I think.
Okay, well, I mean, but he had one. He could have. Oh, here's a Cobra. How cool is that?
Oh,
Oh, crazy Brandon Hands. Oh.
Oh my! I'm gonna pause.
Aye.
Yeah. So
Well, no, don't let it keep going. You have to hear her thing.
Oh
and then-
yeah. Sorry. Let's see.
She still has a thirst in her mouth, guys. So, no words in her mouth because those weren't shown on television, but the thirst is there. You really got her. She had no idea it was coming, guys.
She must have known.
You've reached the maximum number of simuls. Okay.
Okay.
Well, that was weird. Like now it makes me want to go back and watch a little bit of the season, see what I remember, and like some of the things I was thinking about and feeling and stuff like that.
Yeah,
it's interesting.
And it sucks because I mean, shit, having Shamar go out, as much as like Shamar sucked being around camp, Shamar losing him and also having to go to tribal and lose Laura. I believe that's how it happened out there. We didn't. I thought maybe we weren't going to go to tribal. My point being is losing two members like that quickly was very, very shitty situation.
Yeah, it sucked. And then we'd go home and we'd get rained on.
Yeah.
It was just like, it was really hard.
It's like, when does it end? Like, is there anything good that's going to happen? And they're like, hey guys, it's a tribe swap, and you guys, there's no possibility of you guys having the advantage in either tribe. So here you go.
No.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, the next episode was a good one for us in that,
the Brandon
and tribal,
yeah.
so.
Okay, so on the next episode, the only elimination is the Brandon quit, but with the fans, Shamar is a medevac, but you guys still have to compete and still send one of yours home when you lose.
Yep, that's right.
Wow.
That's right. Yeah.
Well, not on the next one. No.
No, on this one you lost.
On this
people.
one, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But on the next one, the favorites, they lose. Like them losing Brandon is the same as you guys losing Shamar.
Yeah.
But they don't have to go to tribal. They're like, that's enough. We're good.
Yeah, basically. Yep. It's
that's cool. Just making sure.
Yeah.
But the way they do it is they raise their hand and they go, hey Jeff, we don't want to go to tribal.
They technically had a vote.
Yeah.
But couldn't you guys have said, can we technically vote out Shamar? I mean, I'm just saying.
As on your way out, can we vote you out as you get on the boat?
We thought about it. Yeah, we thought about it. And no, we do not allow you to leave. And we would like to raise our hands and say, get the fuck out of here.
Everybody write his name in the sand.
Well, thank you so much, Michael, for joining us. And it's exciting, Jonny, that you can finally kind of get a glimpse into this season.
That season, yeah.
So far so good. This is better than
One World.
Oh yeah, easily. But so far it's better than Edge of Extinction.
Oh my God, this season is so sad.
Yeah.
Oh.
Michael and I were texting about that.
It's a good thing they don't pay us.
I know, right? I mean, hey, let me ask you guys.
Yes.
Okay, I asked Matt this. Jonny, why did they bring those four? I like those four people. They're all fine, right? But why did they bring them back? What is your theory?
I think they purposely chose people. Like I think there was a little more concern about people getting voted out and then seeing the option. And I thought there was, I think they thought that they would be like 50-50. I think they thought people would see it and be like, I'm good. Like they voted me out. Obviously this isn't the game for me. Peace out. I think they thought there was going to be more of that with the new people. And then with the favorites, or the returnees, I think there was fear of ego. And like bringing back, possibly, let's just say for argument's sake, a Boston Rob or one of your bigger characters in the history of Survivor, and maybe them getting voted out, going, fuck this, man. No, I'm not sitting there on fucking loser island with fucking nothing for a fucking chance. Fuck that. I'm bigger than that. So I think they were a little worried about maybe some possible grandiose attitudes. So I think they chose four people that they knew that if they were given the option that they would fucking stay. I think they chose lesser superstars in the grand scheme of Survivor, that given that option, they're just like, oh no, I'll stay on TV.
People who really love the game. But I guess my question is, why bring them back in the first place? Like, why did we need four returnees this season? Like, last season was a good season with all newbies. It was like,
they didn't
why?
know that I think they had already jumped past David versus Goliath and didn't expect I think they were disappointed that that wasn't the hottest players ever in the history of the show, and what made it so good were they were the most relatable players in the show in the past 10 years.
Yeah,
So,
and they all played really well, and they all played hard.
Because they were all people that knew the show, liked the show. They weren't fucking actors like Eddie and Reynolds that have never seen the fucking show other than the 8 episodes that they were forced to watch. And even those, they probably were fucking playing on their fucking phone while they were watching it, never grasped the game and never figured shit out. Versus, I'm Elizabeth, the fucking, cowboy girl. She ain't the prettiest girl in the world. Guess what? She knew the fucking game.
Yeah.
So
last season was really good. And this season, I don't even know who anybody is except for Wendy.
Well, because they spend all the time showing the returning players because we have to see, what's Joe thinking? I was like, I don't give a fuck what Joe's thinking,
there's that one chick, the black girl, Julia.
Oh, she's complaining.
Yeah, she's complaining because she's like, I've got
and
zero.
Russell dropped the N-bomb on Twitter.
Wow.
What?
Yeah,
That's
and someone reached out to another Survivor friend of mine, and he was like, "What do I do?" And I'm like, "The biggest way to hurt Russell, honestly, is to fucking ignore him." So he did, even though he would like to,
She didn't have she basically is complaining that she's had 0 confessionals, and I think she's like she wanted to prove being a black woman going out there. Just kind of living her dream out. And she's like, man, I had reasons for going out there, and my reasons now are not even being shown. But the thing is, when I read that, I'm like, dude, maybe your confessionals suck.
Well, no, I even more. I think most importantly is your tribe has won everything. When you win, you don't get I was on Fans versus Favorites. The first episode or the first challenge, we lose, and and then I fucking get I can remember I'm sitting there at Tribal, and more than anything, I'm thinking, no one's gonna know a single fucking fan's name until episode 3. I'm like, they're not gonna get 1 second of air. I'm like, the favorites, we have to reintroduce the fucking favorites because we fucking have to suck their dicks. We have the favorites lose, so we have to see who are they gonna choose. And then Jonny Fairplay is fucking talking about going home. We ain't showing a second of the fans.
Yeah, that's what happened on our season, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what happened. Once you get further into the game, you don't see any of us.
No.
Yeah.
Because most of us are voted off.
I get it. Well, here, let's wrap up on this one. Snowy, can you join us for next week, perhaps?
Sure. Maybe not. Well, I don't know about next week. Next week kind of is a shitty episode, isn't it?
Well, I mean, if you're here, that means we could possibly record tonight, and then we pretend it's next week.
Oh, I got you.
It's called magic.
Look at you. Yeah, sure. Why not?
All right. Well, since Snowy has to leave now, hopefully we can get him back on the horn next week. I'm guessing he's going to be wearing the same fucking thing as he's wearing now, and so will we.
He's gonna charge up for next week too.
All right, there you go. All right, Matt, if you want to take us out of here.
Oh yeah, well thank you, Michael. We will see you guys next week for episode 5 of Survivor Caramoan. Cheers.